Welcome to the Tweak of the Week. I'm Tommy Larkin, and today, a way to increase strength and stability in the glutes, latissimus dorsi, and the core through a variation of plank and bird dog. I call it Wonder Dog. Hey there, thank you so much for joining me today. Now, if you have ever done the bird dog position before, you know it's rather static, but is a great way to build strength in the glutes, core, and shoulders. I like the movement a lot, but find that after a time or two holding the position, it takes longer and longer to gain the real benefits. So I like to vary it up by adding different versions to a theme. Now, the basic variation we'll see is lifting the knees off of the floor. You can then add the actual arm and leg lift, which gives you two variations on that theme and is challenging in the balance along with building strength in the shoulders and the legs. And I love doing it that way. But I find when practicing a yoga sequence, especially moving from an up dog to the down dog transition, you tend to get this variation a lot and pretty much every time you make that move. So unless you have a reason or a need to do it statically, I tend not to include this particular form. Now, another variation you will see is adding a crunch action. As a matter of fact, you will see that in tweak number 8, which is all about the 3-minute mark in that one. And that's also including the full active moving cat variation, which adds a push-up at the same time of Chaturanga Dandasana. Now, I love the crunch part and I love adding the active moving cat portion because it really makes you have to find overall stability from the core, but creates a dedicated strengthening for the standing arm. Now, I could mention other variations, but let's get to today's actual movement and discuss it. Now, the essence of these variations target core strength and stability without stabilizing the body from the torso region into the standing arm and leg. You will not maintain balance through the movement. In addition, without generating a lift via strength from the standing arm and leg, a sagging in the belly region generates stress on the supporting shoulder and hip and can be in that lower back as well. So now this particular variation provides the same basic benefits of the traditional bird dog, but puts more emphasis on the functional buildup of the glutes, shoulders, and upper mid-back region. So here is a breakdown of the leg and arm actions. With the leg action, we lift a straight leg off the floor through the gluteal flexion. In addition, the hamstrings engaged aid this lift, while the calf muscles contract to point the foot and the quads are enlisted to keep the knee straight. The lift is virtually the same as the leg actions in locust pose. Now, meanwhile, the extended arm bends at the elbow in a lat pull-down manner. Because we have no outside resistance, only body movement, we need to create external rotation in the arm, which generates a resistance from within. This allows us to target primarily the latissimus dorsi, plus we impact the deltoids, pectoralis major, serratus posterior inferior, the rhomboids, and the trapezius on the side we're moving. So let's get over to the mat and see what this looks like and give you a chance to try it out. All right, so here we are. We're going to come down to the mat on our hands and knees. Right? And you're going to just create that tabletop position with the hands, give or take a little bit right underneath the shoulders, the knees, give or take a little bit right underneath the hips. And you're going to pull that belly to the spine. And a traditional bird dog is that stretch of one arm and one opposing leg away from each other. Now, a couple quick keys here is in this whole position, you got to keep that belly in and those front ribs moving into and the body and towards the hips, right? So we start here and then we're going to bring that back leg down. You're going to point the foot. You can keep the toes pointed or you can kind of tuck the toes a little bit by spreading them. And then as you exhale, you're going to lift that back leg. And on that arm, you're going to bend the elbow, keep the palm moving towards the ceiling, and pull the elbow back about shoulder height. And then you inhale, extend. And you exhale, pull in and lift. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in and lift. And keep standing out of that standing arm, in this case, the left one. Good. Let's do 3 more. Exhale and lift and pull. Inhale, extend and lower. Exhale, lift and pull. 1 more. Exhale. Good. Let's do 10 on the other side. So bring that left knee down. And now lift the right leg and the left arm. And get yourself stabilized here in the arm. Get that belly and ribs in. And then lower the right leg and point the foot. And now inhale. And as you exhale, lift the back leg. Pull that arm down. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, lower and extend. Exhale. Inhale, lower and extend. Remember, you're working that external rotation on the bending arm. Trying to really do your best not to collapse in that standing arm. Good. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then you lower the hand and lower the knee. So there you go. I hope you gain great benefit from today's work. If you have any questions about this tweak or a previous one, let me know. Put your question in the specific tweaks comments section and I'll get back to you. Also, I'd appreciate you hitting that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, somewhere over here, or maybe over here, you'll see a link to tweak number 8 and another tweak you may be interested in, and a link to the website. As always, thank you so much for joining me today, and until next time, have an amazing week and be excellent to each other.